Greetings and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We're finally actually going to work on getting a second star at a museum. Isn't that exciting? Momentous occasion, that's another 1-star museum for your portfolio. Indeed it is. We now have 3. Very impressive. You'll have the Department of Culture's attention now. Unfortunately, your success is likely to attract criminal attention as well. No matter. Take what you've learned back to Momento Mile. There's more you should learn to prepare for the uppermost echelons of museum curatorship. We looked at this a couple of episodes ago where we got our ticket stub, but what we didn't do was check what's happening elsewhere. So for our 1-star at Whalon Lodge, look, we've got a postcard. Eerie, spooky postcard. Past Water Cove. We have a poster of a trident. We'll finally be able to work on our curator class too. I'm quite excited about it. Here we are. Look, on tours. Learn the finer details of being a curator. Tell guests where to go and criminals to get lost. We're already on year 9. I like to take things slow. And look at this. Level 12. Not too bad at the moment. Museum rating, our average happiness is pretty good. Our total buzz. I like that we get these little, they've always sort of done this, haven't they? Little summaries of what's going on. Right then. Shall we get the second star at Momento Mile? I think so. This episode is sponsored by Travelling Matt. Thank you for your support.
We were supposed to join Professor Hamish Curlybags now at the Pebbly Frog Sanctuary, but unfortunately, their phone lines are down due to aggressive signal-eating moss. We may not be able to reach him, but we still received a lesson on the power of plant life. Thanks, Professor.
We have returned! None of us know what was going on anymore. We've got a school trip incoming. Flemington Primary. Brilliant. Oh, look, we've had a gold customer review.
Hi.
Here comes the school. Look at them. It's Flemington. Schools visit the museum to amuse and inform their students. Each school will have its own emphasis on what it wants from a school trip. Impress schools to receive a boost in museum ratings. And of course, if you've played previous 2 Point games, you've heard of Flemington. This is great. So they are into exhibit decorations, knowledge, not something we particularly have at the moment, not a lot of intelligence, and a cafeteria. Now, that's quite interesting because we haven't done the cafeteria. And also, in our first museum, I didn't do a nice decoration of shop or toilets or staff room, all these things to bring it up to code. Now you're a well-travelled curator about county, it's time you started telling people where to go and what to see. Tours allow you to design a handcrafted guest experience with a curated route through the museum, led by an expert. Guests who go on tour will make a donation that reflects its tour rating. Place a tour stand to begin selecting exhibits and designing a guided tour of the museum. I do enjoy these tours. It's about time we had them. So here we are. We've unlocked our tour stand. Let's get it down. Ooh. Tour setup. Select exhibits to include in a guided tour. A tour's rating is based on its length and thematic cohesion, as well as buzz, decoration and quality of the exhibit. So we've placed in our tour stand, and I'll be honest, I'm not entirely keen on the actual design of the tour stand. I'm not a fan of it. So we have our overall tour rating, which is based on all of these bits below. So average quality, the average quality of exhibits included in the tour. High quality exhibits improve tour rating. Total buzz, the combined buzz of all exhibits included in the tour. Amaze your guests with high buzz tours. Bad decoration, the average decoration rating of exhibits included in your tour. So I'm pretty sure that we've got everything up to 5 as it stands at the moment. Cohesion, bad. A tour's cohesion is determined by the variety of the exhibits. So this is where subcategories become important, right? Don't discount the length of a tour on its overall tour rating. Guests won't enjoy a tour route that's too long. And there's this nice sort of colour. As you start adding exhibits, you can see the colour of the tour route go from like, you know, positive to, ugh, this is getting sluggish and boring. What's quite close to here are these ones, these fossils. And we can see immediately we've gone to 3.5 stars. Then if we add this, we can see the buzz has gone up. Let's add this. The buzz has gone up again. Now, when we add that, you can see the star rating went up even more. It's like 2/3 or something. If we add that, that's still looking good, right? That's still looking good. But if we added this, it causes a problem because the cohesion goes from perfect to great, even though the buzz went up. And the reason being is these are ambered, right? They aren't fossils like these ones. What if we added this? Because this, again, is a different theme. Right down. The length gets crazy. And everything drops. What if we added this one over here? Now, this is a good demonstration of the bar, how it changes colour because your tour is just crazy long. I've seen that go red before. What's nice is that you can also move these around, so we could change the order if we wanted to. So we're going to confirm that. So that's our tour. We can see it's pretty good, and we can select the type of specialist. Now we would want a prehistory specialist as this particular tour guide. Now I've had a look through our stuff, and we don't have anybody that I'm particularly excited to put into the full-time role of touring, and I do think that tour stands should have like full-time dedicated members of staff. As much as we love Herman, it's not for him. So we're looking for somebody new. This could take a while. Oh look, they are eloquent, improves tour guide ability. Now that I love, but they have survey skills, which I'm not keen on them having, because for a start I don't want to send my tour guides off on expeditions. I really don't. So Troy could be a good temporary one, but I would want to replace Troy, unfortunately. Take them off restoration, put them on tours only. There we go. Off he goes. Because he does have this, which I think is fantastic. So we bought the tour stand. Our tour rating is definitely over 2. Now we have to earn 1,000 doubloons from the tour. So here we go. He's got a group. And we start at the helix, don't we? There we go. Somebody's climbing all over it, however. On a tour. Go on a tour with a rating of at least 5. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? We don't know a lot about the exhibit, so I can't imagine what Troy's saying here. I'm loving the animations. It's great. And the last item of the tour. And we earned the 1,000 just from doing the tour once. Profitable. Plot twist. Things are doing great. The building is practically bursting with greatness. Wouldn't it be great if you could expand the museum by unlocking plots in the surrounding area? Well, you can. As you increase a museum's star rating and establish yourself in the area, new plots of land will become available. Complete their plot objectives to expand your museum. Oh, got a building site here. Presumably, though, people live in these and work in these, but we're going to look to destroy it, are we? What have we got here? Run a tour containing 3 dinosaur bones with a rating over 3. Reach museum level 7. We've smashed that. Turn a quarterly profit. We've doubled it. Okay. We'll pin that objective. It feels very doable. Henry Jobsworth here. I wonder what he'll say. So he's doing toilet cubicle maintenance, a number of bins, visible litter. Oh, he's seen a bin. Look, he's seen a bin. He's like, yes, I'm happy with this. And somebody just used it. Oh, yeah. And cafeteria decoration. We don't have the cafeteria just at the moment. Mudbury Primary were thrilled with their school's visit to the museum. They've left a great review, particularly calling out what a fun and delicious time they all had. Sounds like fun. Museum rating impact plus 20%. Brilliant. So if we're setting up a second tour, I need another expert. And look at Ren. Dull. Impairs tour guide ability. No. We're using one dinosaur bone over here as our entrance, and we've got another one here. And it's a bit of a problem if we're going to do a tour. This is far too far away, frankly. So we need to have a bit of a rejig, don't we? Let's, we need to bring this over here. So that's what I'm going to do. And we'll get it set up, and we'll do like a nice little decor area for it and whatnot. So there we go. We've brought the 3 dinosaur bones all together in one place. Cleared out this. I'm sure we'll find other things that'll be able to go there and fill that gap. I've put in a nice curved. I like it. Oh yeah. So this is frustrating again. We have eloquent, but with rapid restoration. It's not quite what I'm after, but they may have to do in the short term. But we won't be keeping Karen either. Oh look, Jacques is eloquent, and we can train him. We're going to hire him immediately and train him in tour guidelines, a basic guide for tour guides. Sure, to eliminate awkward silences and perfect your patter. Boosts tour rating and tour donations. Oh yeah. Plus 10% tour donations, plus 15% tour buzz, plus 1 knowledge per tour. We need that. We're a very silly museum. Okay. Tour setup. So we will do this, this, and this. So that's just popping over, look, into the 5th star. So I think that counts, right? Yes! We did the plot objectives, even though just at the moment we've not actually done it all there. So we can buy this plot. Let's do it! 25,000 doubloons. Okay, let's go. It's glorious. Absolutely glorious. And now we're unlocking one of my favourite rooms. Is that sad? Probably. Which happens to be the analysis room. Oh, been wanting the analysis room. Now that we've broadened our frontiers and ventured bravely outwards, we ought to head deeper in thought. Guests can only learn as much as the museum can teach them. To increase our knowledge of exhibits, we'll need to use the analysis room. The analysis room can deconstruct any exhibit, turning it into raw data. For each exhibit we analyse, we'll gain knowledge on that particular exhibit, increasing the amount our guests can learn. This is fantastic. I love this because we unlock special decorations as we climb the Enlightenment menu. Ooh, I love it. Expand the museum onto your new plot. Build an analysis room. Analyse a prehistory exhibit. The destructive path to enlightenment. It really is destructive. Look at this. So it increases exhibit knowledge. Acquire perk from analysis. Oh yeah. Exhibits must be analysed by an expert of the same theme. Now I'm thinking about having a bit of a rejig first. Starting with getting a new prehistory gift shop here at this exit, so we can just start creating that flow. We have the prehistory onesie now, which we didn't have before. And you know what? I think, was this the onesie that was actually unlocked at the last level? It might have been, actually. And I was like, oh, you already unlocked it. It wasn't doing marine, was it? It was doing these ones. Right, so I think that will be the new gift shop for a while. So let's close this one.
Silent secret is longer exposure to air for that.
And while we're here, we might take this opportunity to work out who we've actually got working here. It seems like we've employed 3 to do it. But look, these aren't set up properly, so let's get that done. Yeah, we need 3. So we're going to stick 3 in there. That should be good. Oh, look at this. So we got an inspection rating of good, but there was too much litter and below average toilet maintenance. That's worth bearing in mind. So we did get plus 10% museum rating impact and 5,000 doubloons. Oh, an exhibit showcase. I'll just stick it there for now. Should be fine. Yeah, it's got the decoration rating and enough guests. We'll see. It'll be fine. Oh my goodness, Wiggy Silverbottom's in. I did think about getting a moustache. I didn't just think about it. I actually did some shopping, but couldn't find one convincing enough for Wiggy. Celebrities are like anybody else, only more important, with infinitely higher standards. VIP visits may result in generous donations or even personal gifts, but they won't be easy. So he likes buzz on exhibits and the maintenance of them. Oh, it's great to see Wiggy. Now, what we need to do to emphasise our flow through the museum for a start is we need to stop people being able to come back out through the front. How do we do that? Well, I have a plan. So here we go. Here's the wall. The divide. Not permanent. This is not our final design by any means, but we just want to make sure that we have a nice flow going through the museum, keeping people moving forward. It's important. So I've had a bit of a rejig in this area, making it so they can come through here into the entertainment, so that we come into more of an eatery type area and entertainment for the minute. And we want to move the toilets to block this area up. Sorry, I still have my cold, if you're wondering. I've had it for weeks now. So we have templates for toilets. Here. Relieve yourself with dignity and hand soap. Hello. So we're going to pop that there. Now, of course, this is set to our supernatural setting. And what we need is to find the new colour for prehistory. Now, it might be that we stick with the red because, I mean, as good as the brown is, I'm not sure I want that to be the accent colour of the entire museum. I feel like that won't be cool. So maybe we do keep the red, kind of like the red, and then we can change it to green for the botany area. Don't have any red tiles. Might have to get on the workshop at some point and see if somebody's done like a wider selection of bathroom tiles. You know, something's got a bit of a red flare. Could be nice, right? Because it's looking almost there, but not quite. The walls are weird. Oh, that used to be like a red brick, and now it looks grey. Look. It looks red there, and it used to be, and now it's sort of going on grey. That's bizarre. Look, it is different on the inside, because that's the same wall that's out here. Look at it inside the bathroom. It looks weird. It's gone all funny. Has anyone else been experiencing that? That's very odd. I've noticed it with some of the floors as well. It's most strange. So we need to put in our other staff room. Now we have our template. Our lovely shiny new template. There we go, our revamped staff room. Nice. We also have a template for a training room, so we're going to sell this old training room. There we go. Our revamped training room. Good. Now we have a nice corner for the analysis room. Right, finally. I'm going to go for a nice big analysis room, yes. Deconstructor. Analyze spare exhibits to gain knowledge. Oh, here it is. Finally. We have all sorts that we can unlock here. Look. Analysis terminal. Check the daily data. And it gives us +2 analysis power. We have an old crate. Used a lot. Used to travel a lot. We have county map. Approximately 2 Point County. Approximately. The analysis microscope makes small problems seem huge. +1% analysis power. Server cabinet. Few know what, fewer know how, none know why. +10% analysis power. Wow. Okay. And small server cabinet, the handheld version, +5% analysis power. Now these are massive amounts of kudos. And we're at 915. So yeah. We won't be unlocking our server cabinets just yet, but one day, eh? Oh, look. There's our approximately 2 Point County map. I'm not sure if I should theme the workshop and the analysis room to match which museum we're in. Maybe I should. I'll give it some consideration. Let me know in the comments. I want to keep this area open for servers when we eventually get them. But there it is. There is our analysis room. Oh yeah. Now the next thing to improve flow is I want this to become a staff only door, and we're going to do it in a janky way for now. Just keeps that flow sort of going. keeps pushing them forwards and through in a way that we want. I think that's important. And we can immediately see that there's a problem here. And I think it's this. There is no sign here saying what this is, I think. Yeah. So when we do get things pop up above their heads, we can see roughly where they are on their trip through the museum. Like, they must have not come through here before they decided to leave. Why? Why? Really, we should probably have a one-way thingy here, but that's something we can do in the future. Because we've kept it all in here and not built anything over here, it doesn't really like that. So we're going to start a new building. We're just going to build a really quick small one here so that we can register that, because I'm not ready to use that plot yet. But it will come in handy. Oh, yes. Analyze a prehistory exhibit. We have our star fossil, and we can see that we know 1 bit of knowledge out of 3. So here is a good one. Warning, this exhibit will be destroyed. It will be used to improve your knowledge of this exhibit type. Any exhibits of this type that you collected in the future will have improved knowledge stats. We can see the second little knowledge reward there. Oh yes, we can drop that in there. Now, I didn't think I had anybody to work in the analysis room, but it's not registered. The locking, being able to decide who can do this task. I like to use analysis for leveling staff. It's really powerful for low-level staff to gain a lot of XP quickly, so I tend to not have anybody assigned to analysis specifically. I tend to decide which staff could do with the experience, and then I plop them in there specifically to get that thing done. That's how I tend to do it. I mean, you know, it sounds so good. I like these little sounds. Star fossil exhibit has been deconstructed, increasing our knowledge to level 2 and earning a perk. And we've opened up, look, this exhibit Enlightenment. Eureka! As we learn more about exhibits within a theme, we'll increase that theme's enlightenment. Achieving enlightenment in all of our themes will be crucial to unlocking new locations and decorative items. Conducting analysis does more than increase our knowledge and enlightenment, it also rewards you with perks. Perks can be installed on exhibits and items to give them permanent, curated boost. Install a perk by selecting an exhibit and navigating to the perk tab on its inspector. Once decided, a janitor will head to the exhibit to install its new perk. That's fantastic. Oh, Troy wants to quit. So this is something that I've noticed about tour guides, is that they can get a bit stuck and they forget to go on break. Before we were rudely interrupted, look, Enlightenment. Analyze prehistory exhibits to increase your knowledge, progress your enlightenment, and unlock new items. Look at all these new items, decorative things. There's a interactive display there and that. Just so much. And we get these for each topic, each theme that we get. Isn't that great? So we have just gained 1 enlightenment out of 50 and a wooden torch. So we can claim that, and now we can decorate with it. The advention of fire. We can pop that in. Oh, isn't it cool? Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So we need to install a perk somewhere. Indeed we do. Look, we've got some pristine dinosaur bones. We can select a perk, and we've got some here. Decoration boost increases exhibit decoration to maximum. Entertainment boost increases guest entertainment and reduces exhibit grubbiness by decay by 25%. This entertainment boost one might be good over here, right? Because this is boring. This is a boring thing. Reduces. So if we popped in this entertainment one on here, and we get this little icon say that someone's going to come over here and install that. And we do have 1 janitor who takes care of perks. Oh, they found it amazing. 69 buzz. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? Here they come. Get that installed. Brilliant. Nice quick job too. They should get a little entertainment out of it rather than getting bored from it. Isn't that great? Oh, well, I'm pretty pleased with that. exhibit Enlightenment. We need to reach Enlightenment level 2 in prehistory. We need to install a second perk, display 888 total buzz, unlock 6 points of interest on the Bone Belt map. Average guest happiness, 70%, we're at 88. Okay, so we've got a few bits to do. Well, because of the last time we were here, we ended up picking up quite a few additionals. Look, so we could, with the Flapperdactyl, we could max this one out in knowledge. So we will get started on that. Let's install a second perk. This has no traits at all. So let's give it a decoration boost. Sort of giving it its own trait in a strange kind of way, right? Pterodactyl is being analysed. We still can't control who can and can't go in that room. Very bizarre. I even tried her going back to the main menu and come back in. Didn't work. Whatever. Let's go to the Bone Belt map. So what could we open? Reach Enlightenment level 5. Display an epic clown fish. No. Display 150 buzz from frozen finds. Maybe. Because we do have, look, in the cold mines, some undiscovered frozen items. Would it be enough to get to 150? Maybe? One of them is at 55. Let's give that one a go. And then, as we're here, let's start working on it. We need to send some stuff out to the cold mines. When we get lost in caves, get snow delay, rock slide. It's all a bit crazy. Look, combined level 12, 10. So for our prehistory expert, Herman, right? It's all about Herman. We love Herman. Level 6 now. Could also see about training him in something else. We need to send an assistant. I like the idea of sending Carl, level 9, for a start. So getting close to being able for a third spot of training, but also photographic memory. So that's really good. Look. Oh, yeah. And then a janitor. Oh, and Tabitha has a photographic memory. So we could do that as well. Oh, my goodness. And then we could do the expedition. Then we'll do detailed as well, which is great. Survey progress, but also +1 exhibit quality. Fantastic. Which means 2 of these events can happen, but they can't because we've only got the camping spot available, which is even more XP. We've nailed this one. This should go swimmingly. Getting the buzz up for these frozen finds should also help us with this. So it all should go pretty well. Oh, it's being installed. This is fantastic. Isn't it great that we still don't have to put up with burglars? Oh, yeah. With thieves. So nice. So that's our 2 perks installed. Now we're working on some more enlightenment. We do have some items we can shove into this machine. It's like level 6. Ooh, we completed it. We got an energy boost. Increases guest energy. Excellent. And we also got to level 2. Look, dirt floor. That's precisely something that I've been after, the dirt floor. Because it means that when we start doing our borders, instead of having like this rubber dotted mat, we can actually make proper dirt borders for plants and that. That's exciting. We could probably put that to use sort of out here, for example. The dirt floor for internals. Look. Look. Then we can put like some little bits of decor in. It's kind of cool, huh? Something else we haven't done is that we got our speakers, didn't we? So what we could do is start getting some of these around. This will increase people's enjoyment of the museum. Starting to get all of our dinosaur sounds about the place. Lots of survey, that's great. And of course we got our camping spot. What a team! Frozen fridge. Must be the work of some kind of fridge freezer. I'm going to send it to the inventory for a moment because actually we've got this frozen beehive, but what we could probably do is create an actual frozen area. That might be nice. So what I might do is move the workshop. And I don't mind, I kind of like the idea of people seeing into the workshop to see what's going on in here. We might build a frozen finds area in here. Sort of space like this. We just need to decorate it so it's all frozen, icy. Maybe we will go with this. I like that for the marine place though, you know.
The prehistoric period was absolutely ages ago.
It was. It really was. And then look, we've got this ice floor. Maybe we could bring this in. That's quite nice. I've noticed as well, this used to be bright white, this floor. It was great. Now I don't like using it because it's sort of gone to like a stony brown thing. It's not as cool as it used to be. Do you know what I mean? And I'd quite like something white in here, but we no longer really... Oh, hang on. Well, that'll do it, won't it? So we can get a small freezer now. Pretty chilly. At 500 kudos. I'm not going to unlock that though. I don't think that's really necessary just at the moment. The large should do it, I think, just fine. Let's move these windows a smidge. So now we can start setting up in here with our frozen finds. Now, you can defrost these. I mean, it ruins the exhibit. But if you defrost them, bees come out of this one, which I've mentioned before, but also somebody will fall out of this fridge. And what I've noticed is that it often tends to be an expert of something. I think I've also had a caveman fall out of it. So, and it changes with each one that you get. So I recommend defrosting some of these. If you've got any spare, get to it. Oh look, we've unlocked a dino bin. Hungry for more. Ooh, a new dino bin. We now know everything that we can possibly know about this Flapperdactyl. Look, our knowledge on it is 3 out of 3. Isn't that amazing? So people are going to love this now. We could put something on it. Energy boost. Do you know what? That could be quite good. We'll pop that on because they would have been going for quite a while at this point, you know. An energy boost could be nice. So we've got one more to discover here. I think the same crowd as before could be great. Actually, let's send Jackie this time. Jackie Bilge. But Tabitha. Yes, definitely Tabitha. Oh, look. It's winter, so it's now blizzard season. So we could have this injury, cold feet, minus 25% movement speed. What we'll do is we'll send a first aid kit this time. So they could get lost in the caves. No, they will get lost in the caves. They will get lost in the caves, but they will also find a camping spot. I can deal with that. Let's go. I kind of like the idea of making these white in here, you know. Oh, look, we can... That's weird. That's weird. I like it, but it's weird. Do we have any more frozen bits and bobs yet? Yeah, look. We've got the snowy pillar. 8 foot of snow. Brilliant. And these, you can, again, I quite like putting them where they can't remain frosted. And putting them in other displays, like prehistory ones. So, for example. And it melts. You can see already it's starting to melt away. And there we go. Now it just looks like it's meant to be in this area and it's just some rocks. Isn't that great? I like it. Multi-purpose. We can get these rocks to look a little bit different, so that's nice. We've got slightly different designs. That's cool. You can see as we decorate them, the buzz is going up. The penny pincher! I love the penny pincher! Yeah! Let's pop the penny pincher here. It's looking less white now. The sun must have just been really on it, right? From analysing the sharpened tops, we've got a wooden wall torch.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Oh, easy fixture. Reduces rate of maintenance decay. That's pretty cool. And now we've got this. That's also very cool. I like it. Do you know what? Having a tour guide for the frozen finds could be cool too, right? At the moment, we've only got 2. That could be nice. If we could get the staff, nimble, and a globetrotter, and aerodynamics. So Brangelina's a very quick mover. Could be great for mostly just emptying donations, right? But also Criminal Pursuit. Like, the whole thing's great. Ah, the frozen cave person, perfectly preserved at the exact moment they froze, with little to no idea of what's happened since. Also epic. Brilliant. Let's pop them in here as well. Yeah! I'm going to stick them at the back here, just all glorious. And if you let them melt, they will break out. They can vandalise things around your museum and terrorise your guests. They're great. I love watching them. So all that is left now is to unlock this point on the bone belt. Here it is. Unlock! Whoa. Atop the frosted mountains, some of prehistory's toughest creatures lived a freezing hard existence with unbeatable views. So we have a frozen find here, and also a dinosaur bone. Bone belt and braces. On our current route through the bone belt, it's a straight shot to Bigfoot Gardens, home to some intriguingly feisty flora. But standing in our way is the last woods, and for that we're going to need a botany expert. You can find the exact expert you need without waiting for the right applicant by putting out a job ad in the hiring menu. We need to hire a botany expert through a job ad and clear the obstruction at the last woods. So this is what we can do. We can pop them in here, ask for a botany expert, send advert, and then they'll apply. Also, tour guides. Excellent. We need to add them to the tour. I think I'm going to get another security guard in. Just, yeah, to keep this going. Nice smelling face. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So botany, we've got Bartholomew, Quack, Loyal, and Bean-Brained. Hey, with survey skills, this is great. So we're going to hire them. And let's jump in the chopper. So here it is, the last woods. Before the dawn of prehistory, there wasn't much. Nothing had happened, and the land was covered by vast woodland. In the northeast of the Bone Belt stands the last remaining ancient forest. So it's just an obstruction. We have events here, but we don't have exhibits to get. We go there once, we clear the obstruction, and then we're good to move on. So we have this stagnant water, irritable trowel disease, toilet comfort. So this is the first disease over something like this, over an injury. It's a whole different kettle of fish, this. We've got tropical storms. Right. Our botany. Bartholomew's only level 1. So this is all pretty awful. This is all pretty awful. We will send him with the injury kit to avoid broken face, but we're going to get stagnant water. There's no way to avoid this, but we need to learn about illnesses, so we will. Here they come. They are back, and we have in sickness and ill health. So I'm just going to hold this member of staff over here. It looks like your expert picked up an illness on that last expedition. Illnesses are more serious than injuries and can't be cured in the staff room. Staff will recover from some illnesses over time, but others require medical attention. The path is clear to Bigfoot Gardens, but you could double back and heal your staff at Remedial Springs. So injury and illness. They are different, and illnesses do need to go to remedial springs to cure, although, as it said, you can give it time, but you probably will get like waves of vomit across the museum and it spreads to other staff members. It's just horrific. You can see here that Herman, that Bartholomew, is not okay. He has irritable trowel, caught a bug in the mud, decreases toilet comfort, illnesses can be cured at remedial springs in the bone belt, and he's going to have it for 255 days. He's also disgusted. He saw something disgusting. I'm pretty sure it was his own vomit. So what we're going to do is, well, first is open this crate. It's just XP. There we go. Staff XP. Now, if we're not careful with Bartholomew here, he will infect other people, which is why I've isolated him, because I don't want this to happen across the museum. So I'm going to move this here. I want to keep him away. Remedial springs. The wisdom and steam, mostly in the steam, from this ancient hot spring is sure to refresh any explorer and rid them of illness. Treats injuries as well as illnesses. Healing holiday. Remove status effect. Isn't this great? So we're going to set up an expedition for Bartholomew here. 5,000. He's trying not to be sick. Okay. Now we have all this mess over here. A janitor has come to do this, but it might be good. We've only got 3 janitors. Another one might be good. We've got a little side quest as well. Cure a staff member at Remedial Springs. We're doing it. It's happening. Can't get any decent staff though. Same with the experts for the tour guides. Still need to replace that tour guide. Not found one. Do you know what hue might be okay? Nimble, photographic memory.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the
Yeah, we could put them in the raincoat. Classic coat. Somebody we send away. Bartholomew, all good again, are we? You're fine. Good. And once again, we've got a little XP here. Nothing crazy. Right. Shall we press on then to Bigfoot Gardens? I think we should. Unlock! Wow, all sorts has been unlocked here. Look at this huge foresty, jungly place. Some might say it's a harsh environment where nothing could thrive, but the Yetis have been making freezing cold lemonade for years. Sure, it's grown wild over the millennia, but that's part of its colossal charm. So stagnant water for irritable trowel. Survey scanner needed to counter this event. I can't make them in the workshop. So that's not a cargo item we can use yet. Oh my goodness. A mono beast nest. Oh, this is going to be messy, isn't it? It has to be Bartholomew that goes. See, the highest that we can get to is level 7, so we might as well send the Globetrotter. Although we could see about the camping spot. If we went with Felix, we could get the camping spot at very least. And it removes this, but there's nothing that we can use here to counter either of these, so we might as well send the expedition journal. We'll do the detailed. We have to watch them come back. We do not want this spreading. Oh my goodness. I might do is increase this and let's copy a staff room from over there. Yeah. Copy a staff room. And we'll also copy a toilet. We'll make sure that guests can't use this. And use it as like a sort of quarantine type situation. Do you know what I mean? We need more coppers, look. It's a real thing. Do you know what? I might go with Godfrey here. I think I might set all my coppers to Noir. I like it. Made like a little entranceway. And a nice little area for additional cold items. They're back. Unpaused. What's going on? We have monobrow. How's the copper? The copper's fine. The copper is fine. So let's look up monobrow. Oh, Bartholomew here fell into a mono beast nest, as you do. Illnesses can be cured at Remedial Springs. This one doesn't get better on its own. He has to go to Remedial Springs in order to be cured of it. A blooming buffoon! The flower's laughable pattern is thought to have inspired the design of circus tents everywhere. Way! It's a man-eating plant. Brilliant. It needs a hot, humid climate. Oh, look at this. We had an exceptional health inspection. The Department of Culture is delighted with your museum. You've passed this year's inspection to the highest standards. Congratulations. All toilets were well maintained and there was enough bins. No cons. We got 25 plus museum impact, 5,000 doubloons and 200 kudos. Don't mind if I do. First things first, we're going to send our boy to get better. Gonna do that. Otherwise he's gonna leave like little dirty mono beast everywhere. It's disgusting. Do you know what I might do? Is make this a garden. Now we move the chopper over there. I might make this an enclosed garden. For the buffoon and some other exhibits we might find. That could be nice. These aren't in the right place. Who did this? That one's correct. Never to be seen again. Right. Not by you. Well, that's aggravating. We're gonna have to fix this. And then what I'd like to do is block these off. I do like the idea of getting a tree in, and look, a small oak tree, still a ways to grow. This could be nice. We unlock that. Because we've got some kudos, right? So we can afford to unlock some of these trees. Look, an oak tree, a big bold tree. Look, just to give a bit of decoration. Notice as well, look, we can do it in different colours. Yeah. There. So we have an enclosed garden space, and now the staff area will reduce down again. It is what it is. We've not liked this wall anyway. It sort of feels nice to get rid of it, I think. Right? Surely. Yeah! Warmest welcome. You may have noticed that your new botany exhibit has a requirement. No? Okay then. Failing to meet an exhibit's requirements will cause it to degrade faster and may have disastrous consequences. Man-eating plants are accustomed to a hot and humid environment. Buy a heater and a mister to keep your blooming buffoon comfortable. So we have now unlocked heater and mister. There we go. Brilliant. Instead of typical grubbiness, botany maintenance is monitored by plant health. If a plant's health reaches 0, the exhibit will die and need to be sold. Botany experts will water exhibits to keep them healthy. Now you know how to keep botany alive, we can focus on finding the best quality specimens. A point of interest's survey level indicates how well we know the area. A high survey level increases our chances of finding a top quality exhibit. Speed up the survey progress by equipping your expedition team with survey scanner cargo. Yes! A range of cargo items can be made in the workshop. Oh, we've unlocked a vine column, a metal trellis, a candy flower planter. Ah! This is great. So we need to complete an expedition to Bigfoot Gardens with a survey scanner. Brilliant. Find one epic quality botany exhibit. Our buffoon was epic. Best visit. 20 knowledge. We've already smashed it. Average staff happiness, 75%. We're at 68. That's a bit of an issue. I like how the botany ones turn green and we can see plants on there. I think that's great. I think that's great. Now, this is where we start turning everybody into clowns. We have now found clowns as a customer type. Produced by the Blooming Buffoon. Clowns are a special guest type that cannot be attracted through marketing. Clowns amuse other guests, imparting passive entertainment to anyone nearby. That's pretty cool. We have dealt with the requirements. brilliant. But we could do with decorating it better. And we do need someone to come and water it, don't we? We do. Mortal plant produce clowns. We'll occasionally ingest a guest, turning them into a clown. So Bartholomew should really be coming to deal with this. Where is Bartholomew? Oh, look. What beautiful timing. You can do restoration.
Why am I rhyming today? Never mind. This
Fantastic. Nice and healthy again.
So,
So if we start sending a botany expert away, we should probably get a second botany expert, right? Let's advertise for botany and see if we can get a second person so that we can send a botany expert on expeditions and not worry about things. Here we go. Survey scanner plus 50% to location survey level. Wow, that's amazing. Let's get Charlotte Broccoli in. Yeah. Now, I'd imagine that one of the things that will be bringing staff happiness down is the tours can be a little bit funky. And this looks like one of those sort of situations where the tour's gone a bit funky. I think this is probably the tour guide. He's unhappy. Let's have a look at their pay. Let's satisfy all pay. We've got a double green up. So let's see about giving them a 1, 2, 3% pay rise across the board. That's fantastic. Then what else we'll do
Conservation standards are being inspected.
is overall performance. Let's sort by lowest happiness. I mean, they seem quite happy. They just need a break. So we'll send them on one. No? And that seems to be what we need. We probably could do with some training, but I don't know what to train them in just yet, because you might think... I like that sending them on break now has like a nice little coffee feeling sound. That's great. Hopefully that would do it. You know? But it will probably fall back below that. So let's get this expedition done. We have our survey scanner. And we're going to be sending our botany expert away, which is a bit of a problem now. Survey scanner, yes. And I think we'll be sending Felix. Still can't deal with that, but here we are. Okay, let's go. We'll get that done, and then we can always redo that staff happiness business. We've got Laura here. Robust food junkie. We don't have the map thing yet, but we could put a coffee place down, couldn't we? Maybe here would be nice. Look. And then she could work there. It's a little bit janky, I've set it up, but that'll do for now. Ooh, Iris. Perfect. You're on restoration, Iris. Now I don't feel so bad about having the botany expert away on expeditions. That's good. Sue's thump here might be fine to add as also donation collections. We're having real trouble still keeping those empty. Not real trouble, it's getting better, but it
Staff look like they need some training.
could be better still. Mindy Mothballs. The county's museums receive yearly inspections from the Department of Culture. The department's range of specialists will all focus on different criteria during their evaluations. Inspections may lead to great rewards or harsh punishments. Take note of the type of inspections you're receiving to ensure best results. So this one is exhibit decoration, buzz bonus, exhibit maintenance, analysis room prestige. Interesting. Is it good? I mean, it's 5 out of 5 decoration. Is that good prestige? Might be good to start considering some zones soon. I really feel that actually we could add a zone. Make it this one. This sort of feels like a good zone. Oh, look, clean hands. Sterile mitts, and then they blow dry, and they're clean and dry. The ideal state of hand. Gives them additional happiness boost. Isn't that great? Somebody who's a bit slower might be fine. Do you know what? Hugo Debauchery. We're going to pop in there. Nobody got ill. Really, we got lost for 15 days and we found a camping spot, but nobody got ill. Folding chat trap. That's quite tricky to say. Good while it lasts. It's pristine. Can you believe it? Place exhibit. Wow. So I'm going to pop this, I think, here to get energy boost. They can sit down in the chair, right? So I like the idea. It gives them a bit of an energy boost. It's very sunny here, isn't it? The sun is really on it. Brilliant. Brilliant. We now need to get our staff up to 75% happy, don't we? He's feeling rubbish because he saw some rubbish. Interesting. One of these being a pilot might be good. Photographic memory, I'm highly likely to send Suze away. So what I might do is train in pilot wings. Reduces expedition length and counters speedy chopper damage events. I might do that. And then, like, Tabitha here is not trained in anything either. And again, we could do pilot wings. So we've got a janitor in pilot wings as well. That seems like a good idea to me. Everybody's happy with their pay. 1, 2, 3. Now we're making them more ecstatically happy with pay. So what we're going to do, let's just try and take a bunch. They're on tools and that. Let's try and get a load on break. Oh, look at that. It was exceptional again. Well-decorated analysis room. Most exhibits, well-decorated. All exhibits have an active buzz bonus. Ooh. And I do want, while we're waiting for that to go up, I would like to try and decorate this more. Growing collection. Amazing. The botany exhibits are really diversifying the museum's collection. Head back to Bigfoot Gardens for some more plants and grow your botany collection. Photosynthesizer as a workshop project. Oh, that's great. Well, do you know what? I might build that. It's an interactive display. Let's get that built. So we need to display 150 botany buzz and activate buzz bonuses on 80% of botany exhibits. This is precisely what I want to work on. Near a prehistory playground. Right. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? That's a problem. We're going to sell this, and we're going to sell this. There, so we've sort of added the playground out here now. Hopefully that'll work. Please? Yes. Excellent. And what's yours then? Vine column. We did unlock that, actually. We did unlock the vine column. I've also noticed that we've unlocked the photosynthesizer, which I think I'm going to pop here. No. Do you know what? The photosynthesizer we're going to bring indoors. Isn't it weird? That's what we have now. It's a weird situation that's unfolded. Botany. Vine column, climbing the walls. We've got a couple of different types here as well. Oh, a stumpy one. That's what we've got. So let's pop these in. There we go. Excellent. Ah, we've got botany banners. Plant some seeds and watch your guests say, whoa. And the double one, look, as well. Read the blooming signage. We've got candy flower planter, naturally sweet. The small candy flower planter, toffee for the eyes and nose. And then we got the metal trellis, botanical climbing frame, plants only. And we have the candy flower, looks like flower, looks like fruit, tastes like flower. And then stuff that we can get through Enlightenment. Oh, so we can put like, oh, little flowers here, like this. Put a trellis in, but I don't really have much use for it at the moment. I suppose we could put the trellis in, sort of here.
Botany exhibits should not be turned into meaningful salads.
That's cool. And then we could put in the double banners. What options? Oh. Oh, that's great. Okay. Excellent. You know, just a little bit of decoration will help with our buzz, you know, activating buzz on things and whatnot. And of course we can recolour these as well, which is lovely, you know, so we don't have to have them all the same colour. Yeah. Now look, normal trees as well.
Guests are reminded.
Help.
I don't know where things are.
With the decoration rating, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. There. So both these botany exhibits are now at decoration 5 each. Activate buzz bonuses on 80% of botany exhibits. Well, I've only got 2 and they're pretty buzzed. Unless it's this.
Showing up in all sorts of places.
Ah, this needs to be near a botany exhibit, so I can't have that there.
But I hope you're having a good day.
There we go. We just needed to get this outside because it's considered a botany exhibit and its buzz was not activated. But I don't really have the room for it out here. I might be able to use it a bit there. Sense insecurity. As you progress and your museums flourish, you'll become a bigger target for 2 Point's criminal underworld. It's happening, everybody. Security is our only hope in the face of inevitable thievery. Nowadays, museums use the latest technology to deter prospective thieves and catch guilty parties in the act. But you can't beat the classics. The security chair seats 1 security guard and allows you to keep an area under constant surveillance. Security chair. Shall we keep this area under constant surveillance? We're going to employ somebody specifically for the job. And I think it's going to be Lulu. Lulu. That's your task, yeah. Excellent. That's better, much more vigilant. But could it be vigilant? Place security cameras around the museum to deter prospective thieves. Security cameras need to be placed within range of a camera room, occupied by a qualified security guard in order to be active and functional. If a security guard leaves a camera room, all its connected cameras are deactivated. Security cameras are a great way to stretch your security resources without piling on the new hires. Place down too many cameras, however, and our guests will feel observed and uncomfortable. Excellent. Okay. So we've unlocked the security room. Now I'm actually going to get rid of these 2 chairs. I'm not interested in them. I am then going to create a zone out here. Should we just call this garden? And then we need a security guard. And I think we'll put Lulu in there.
Assistant to gift shop.
Yeah, and then Lulu, we've not set up right. Where is Lulu? No. So Lulu, do that instead. There we go. That's your task. So we need to build a camera room, employ security guard qualified in camera room, and place 4 security cameras within range. Do you know what? Could we put it here? The camera room. Keep your guests close and thieves under constant examination.
To make themselves a genuine prehistoric reptile.
So I might put a little security room here. We'll make it nice later.
Just like that Roderick Cushion film.
But for now, let's get it in.
Worry, people.
I'm going to also put a bunch of windows here. What I like about the security windows is they are one way. So you can't see into the security room, but you can see out. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I like it. I like that wallpaper for there. And then for the floor, this will do it. Yeah. Okay. So we have security fuel, freshly filtered diligence. So we can give them a coffee machine. That's great. We've got the security speaker. Listen up, criminals. A security light. No news is good news sometimes. Security radar. A different look at crime. Security periscope. Thieves hide, you peek. Security monitors. Picture in picture. In picture in picture. Security screen. Enhance. Security lockbox. Break in case of emergency. The only problem is we've made a very small security room, so we're not going to be able to use all of this right now. I will design a nicer security room, I think, at a later date, as we've already been here quite a while. I do really love the radar, though. It's got that sort of evil genius thing about it, you know? So we need somebody employed in this very task. Pat. Delicate and loyal. Well, so this is okay, because I would never want to send my security camera person on expeditions, but they are also loyal. So we're going to pop them in there. And once again, it's not come up on job assignment to only work this room. It's very frustrating. So 4 security cameras. Okie dokie. Security camera, the only way to prove that something happened. Yeah, and even then they don't listen. What we'll do is we'll pop one here. One there. Let's pop it just outside the door then. Yeah, just outside the door. And maybe one here. There we go. Excellent. So we've got a bunch of security cameras. Now the museum is safe and secure. You're ready for a 2-star evaluation. I've shared the latest objectives from the Department of Culture. Look at this. Museum rating above 65%. We're at 68. Turn a quarterly profit of 3,000. I think we'll probably do that. Run a tour with a rating over 4 stars and display exhibits from 3 different themes. Well, we don't need to do anything. When the end of the month comes, it's all going to be fine. Oh, Zara Fitzpocket is here. Oh, hello. Wouldn't it be great if we got like an art museum thing at some point? That's got to happen, right? That's bound to be a thing that's coming, right? I hope so. There it pops. Woo! It's just a waiting game. Curator class. Congratulations, you've done it. You've gained quite the reputation, but you'll need a little more success before the county will give you a 3-star evaluation. See what you can do at your other museums and come back later when you've increased your curator class. 2-star museum. Before I'm willing to acknowledge that we're witnessing you thrive, let's wait a little longer and see if you survive. Bravo for now, Tarquin Foxbridge. We have unlocked the cafeteria. Brilliant. We've unlocked a plank bench and the bandage box too. 25,000 doubloons and 150 kudosh. You've been promoted to Curator Class 2. The Department of Culture has rewarded the following items. So, the Security Exhibition, the Explorer Exhibition, the Toy Stand, the Poster Stand for the Gift Shop, and we've also got the Morsel Men machine. Do you know, when we were playing Passwater Cove Museum in the last episode, I did wonder about briny brittle. Do you remember that? The taste of the sea right in your mouth. I want that at my Passwater Cove. If it's not in the game, can somebody add that to the old workshop? We need to look at some of the workshop items. There's some great things popping up there. This bandage box tube business while we're here. So if I click on here, I can upgrade it. Turn physical injuries into intangible memories. So we can upgrade it. And we can put perks on it. Easy fix. Reduces rate of maintenance decay. Let's do that. Well, I guess we will be experiencing the thieves in the next episode. Yes. Indeed we will. Until then, fair Farron. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.